A Daily Podcast. Today we are welcoming Michael Imbrogno on to the podcast. Michael is one of our contestants at the annual King of the Ring contest that Cattle USA hosts every single year in Dodge City, Kansas, where we welcome a set of auctioneers from all over the country to come and compete. And we are just so excited to start this new series with you guys and welcome on many of our auctioneers that we are going to be having this coming July in Dodge City, where we'll be hosting that King of the Ring contest. So Michael is just on to share more about his story and his insane passion for this industry and for the auctioneering business and the cattle industry as a whole. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this episode with Michael and hear more about his life and his story. Michael, welcome to the podcast. We are so excited to welcome you on. You were actually our first King of the Ring contestant that we are having on. So super excited to have you join us today. I would love it if you could just take it away, share a little bit more about yourself, your story, all the things.
Lauren, thank you for the opportunity to be here. I consider it a great honor to be on here with you today and talk about my story and how I got started in the auction business. So how I got started, I grew up in the auction business. My family has been in the livestock auction business my whole life. My father was a cow buyer and started buying cows in the early 60s. And bought cows for a packing plant from, I would say, 62 till 85 when they sold the plant. Then in the fall of 1987, him and my mother together, they started a livestock auction business. We leased a couple of sale yards from 87 till about 92. And then we had built our own facility in 92 and had that till 2001. So that's kind of how my love for this business grew through my family. And, you know, my dad was a cow buyer for a long time and also a sale yard owner. My mother started working at a calf ranch when she was 16 years old and then started working at a few sale barns, hauling cattle and pretty much doing every job around the sale barn except auctioneer. She pretty much ran in the back, worked the ring, clerked, worked in the office. So, I mean, she knows every aspect of a sale barn from front to back. And for me, how my auctioneering career started, you know, I started in 1994, but actually it started 10 years prior to that. You know, I was born in 84, but in 1986, my dad had bought contest tapes from the World Livestock Auctioneer contest from the mid-80s. And so I was about 2 years old and started listening to these tapes for hours on end to the point where I was mimicking the auctioneer, little 2-year-old boy mimicking the auctioneer. And then by the time I was 4, I started developing a chant. And so that's how it started for me, and really my love for this business started there and greatly enjoy it. I currently own Imbrogno Auctioneering Company, primarily work in the livestock auction business, but also do a lot of fundraisers. Have done a lot of county fair auctions, worked in the equipment auction business a little bit as well as the auto auction business a little bit, but it's what I love to do. It's what I get up for every day of the week and greatly enjoy it.
Well, that's amazing. I love just hearing people's childhoods and how it shapes them into the people that they are today. And the fact that you started doing what you do now at 2 and 4 years old really just goes to show that the lives that our parents lead us into and everything along that can really shape the humans that we become and the people that we are today. I always say that growing up on a cow-calf operation, that's where I found the love for this industry. That's where it got embedded in my soul and has shaped me into the person I am. And I definitely see that in you, that it's part of who you are and the makeup of your soul. And that is just so amazing. Can you just share a little bit more about your journey as an auctioneer? So you have your own business, you're doing amazing things out in California, but just all the things along those lines.
So, again, I started started in 1994 professionally, but I mean, uh, I consider myself a self-taught auctioneer, and because I was self-taught, I did go to a couple of bit calling seminar schools. One in 2003 when I was a senior in high school, and that was put on at the time, was a joint effort between Max Oliveira, your 2000 World Livestock Auctioneer Champion, Ralph Wade, your 1974 World Livestock Auctioneer Champion, and Jim Pennington, who was a big competitor in the World Livestock Auctioneer contest. He was reserve champion, I believe, in 1998, competed in it for a number of years. So I went to that in end of February, beginning of March of 2003, and really worked to hone my skills, refine, my chant, and really build a well-rounded chant. And then had the opportunity again in 2000, I believe it was, I went to Champions Chant, and it was basically the same school that I went to in Bakersfield, but it was here in Turlock, California, where I'm from, and it was put on by Max Oliveira and Ralph Wade with the help of Celeste Trini, and it's a great school. And again, it was a good refresher for me to work on my chant and really develop what I was doing as an auctioneer. And, I've had the opportunity over the years to work for some great people, and I pride myself in being somebody that started at the bottom and worked my way up to where I am today, working out in the back, writing in cattle, sorting cattle, pinning cattle, working the ring, getting the auctioneer here a little bit and there. To me, that's what makes a great auctioneer, is learning all aspects of the business from back to front, front to back, and
Yes, absolutely.
I credit my success to my family and a great number of people that took me under their wing. If I could list them all, it'd probably take about an hour or two just to do that. But I greatly appreciate all the help that I've received in my career, and really enjoy it.
Yeah. Can you shared a little bit about people that you've looked up to across your career? Can you share a little bit more about that? Have you had any major mentors in your life or people that you just continue to aspire and look up to?
Absolutely. First and foremost, I would say my biggest mentors would be my father and my mother. Both of them have been very instrumental in my career and shaping my career. Another individual, he passed away here a few years ago. His name was Miguel Machado. He owned the livestock auction in Escalon, California. And he was one of the individuals that gave me my start in business. Him and his family. Interesting story is when we were in the sale yard business, from the time we started to the time we sold the barn, his brother Joel Machado was our auctioneer, and he was another one that I credit a lot of success to, and a great auctioneer. I feel very fortunate to have worked with or learned from all 5 of the California Livestock Auctioneer Champions of the World Livestock Auctioneer Contest, that being Skinner Hardy, John Rogers, Max Oliveira, Rick Machado, and David Macedo. Some really great influences, as well as Ralph Wade and a number of great individuals. Another individual that comes to mind that we're going to be honoring at the King of the Ring was Roger Emick. There again, growing up in this business and watching those tapes, and Roger was somebody that I always enjoyed listening to. Had the opportunity to meet him a few times and have some camaraderie with him. But one thing that always sticks out in my mind about Roger is any time that I would get on to Cattle USA, and whether I was tuning in to Dodge City or Pratt at the time, both those sales he sold at, he made the time to say hello and ask how I was doing. I really thought that was cool, and that's what it's all about. It's about the people, it's about the experiences, and that's what I look forward to in this business.
Absolutely. Can you share just some of your favorite stories from over the years as an auctioneer?
Just getting the opportunity to be in this business and grow in the business is what I've really looked forward to, because I feel that being able to have people that you can work under and learn from is a great thing, but then also getting opportunities to go other places and learn other things, because not every sale yard is ran the same. And every sale that I've worked at, the one common goal that we have is working for the consignor. But everybody has a different way of doing what they do and conducting business. And I feel very fortunate that having the opportunity to work for the facilities that I've worked for in my career has made me a better, well-rounded auctioneer, because I've been able to take a little bit from each facility or each manager or owner and learn from them and use it in my everyday career. That's what I enjoy about it. Also, having the opportunity to be a competitor in the World Livestock Auctioneer Contest. My journey with that started in 2006. I've currently been in the World Livestock Auctioneer Championship 8 times, been a semifinalist 8 times, and for me, there again, it goes back to the experience, the people, and the exposure. And that's what I think makes you a great auctioneer, makes you a better auctioneer, and getting the opportunity to have the camaraderie with these contestants and these market men and women in the industry, I think is great. Being able to go out and experience different facilities or different areas of the country and see different cattle and whatnot, I think it's a great thing. And that's what I look forward to the most, and that's what I've enjoyed. Some of the best friendships that I've had in my life have been being involved in the industry and being involved in that contest and any of the contests that I've had the opportunity to be in. Again, some of the greatest friendships I've ever had have stemmed from being in this industry and being a competitive auctioneer.
Yes. What's the future hold for you? Where are your next steps in life? I know we're going to be able to see you at King of the Ring next month, which we're really looking forward to. But looking into the future, what do you have in store? What are your goals, aspirations, all the things?
Well, I've growing up, I had a childhood dream of, and it still is a dream for me, of being a World Livestock Auctioneer Champion. And then also having the opportunity one day to own my own livestock market and run my own livestock market. Those are two of the biggest goals. One of the one goal that I've always set for myself was to be a good auctioneer, but be the right kind of auctioneer, the one that has the consignor's best interest at heart, has a good rapport with the buyers, and knows how to get from point A to point B for that consignor. So that's what I have for myself. Those are kind of goals that I've wanted to attain, and that's what future holds for me.
Absolutely. As we round out the podcast, is there anything else that you would like to say to our audience or leave as we round out?
I'd just like to again say thank you for the opportunity to be here. I think it was considered it a great honor to be on here with you today, but also a great honor to be a part of the King of the Ring this year and not only honor Roger Emick's memory, but also have the opportunity to work for the great consignors and buyers at Dodge City.
Yes, we are very much looking forward to having you in Dodge City next month and welcoming you to Kansas once again. So, Michael, thank you so much for your time and coming on today. We appreciate it so much, and just sharing a little bit more about your story and your passion behind this industry and this business. It's very evident in the way that you speak about it that this is your lifeblood, and we'd love to see that and love to feature that here on the podcast. So thank you for your time, and to all of you listeners out there, we will see you all next time on another episode of the Cattle USA Daily Podcast. Have a good one, y'all.